And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Rise of Industry, picking up right where we left off last episode in working on parchment. So we need paper mills, and this is 25 days. So one of these, we need at least 5 of these, and I think the water will be ample. We'll have no problems. So I want not only 5, but I want a little bit of room to grow. So we're going to do factories, paper mills. These things are horrifically expensive. So let's get some of these down, and we can work on expanding them later. Factories, paper mill. 1, 2, 3. I only support 3. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is going to be parchment 1. Production is parchment. 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be cool if it actually, like, auto-numbered them for you. 3, 4, and last but not least 5. Okay, so water, destinations, factories, parchment 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dispatch level. We're going to go with 3 again. No idea what that does. And then here, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So there we go. All right. Now we have parchment and we have ink. This is 25 days. This is 20 days. So we're going to have a lot of ink on our hands. Hopefully not on our hands because it's not easy to wash off. Okay. Printed paper. 1 parchment, 1 ink, 35 days. Brutal. Okay. Wow. So we'd be able to support a lot of these. And I would like to go this way with it because that city is huge. And we got a lot more to make over here, so I want to kind of give ourselves a little branch off here. So, printed paper, 35 days, gives us 2. So that's basically 1, divided 35 by 2, you're looking at about 17.5 days for one of these. And we can actually sell printed paper at the moment, 2 per week. So 17.5 days, you're looking at, if you do 2 of these, you knock that down in half. So you're looking at about 8 days, 8.5 days, 8 3/4 days. So if we did 3 of these, I think we would be able to handle this printed paper because we need to start generating some income because we're spending horrible amounts of money and we don't have books researched yet because books is just ink and more of that printed paper. So we'll then be able to move this printed paper over into books or newspapers. Newspapers, yeah, they both use 2 printed paper. So basically be a 1-to-1 ratio there. That's 25 days. It's 25 days. So 35 days. Printed paper is really the bottleneck here. So we're going to do paper mill. We're going to back this up a little bit from here to give more room for ink if we want to. Let's go back here. So 1, 2, 3. This is print paper 1 and production printed paper. Yes, please. And you are going to be pasted here and there. And you're going to be print paper 2 and 3. Print paper 3. Okay. So, obviously, we're not going to need a grand amount of ink. Because I wish we could send ink here, too. That would be nice. Do we have any? Are you still? No, you're stagnating again, of course. Have you increased? No, you haven't increased. Okay. So parchment. I would like destination. So let's do 1, 2. See, we're making it in 25 days, and we're only using 1 every 35 days. So we really don't need a whole lot of parchment. So parchment, destination, print paper 1, print paper 2. Print paper 3. Okay, and then the ink, which I'm just going to need 1 of, every 35 days. And I'm going to be making 2 every 20 days. It's 1 every 10 days. Holy cow, yeah, 1 of these inks would be able to support all 3 of these. But we're not gonna spread it that thin. We're gonna do print paper 1 and 2 and dispatch level 2, and then 2 is gonna be 2 and 3 with a dispatch level of 2. So 2 gets 2 dispatches at level 2. Don't know what that will do, but it is what it is. Okay, all of that's going. All of that is going. All of that is going. It's going to take a couple months. And once this 8.6 million drops off, that will be nice. Then we'll have a better idea of where we're at. Because we're, you look at the income right here. I mean, we're at $1 million a month in income. And hopefully this will go a long ways. We need to set up the destinations. So commercial, bookstore, bookstore, bookstore. We're already producing ink. How about that? I'm hoping, there we go, the month just swapped over. So yeah, we got some expenses going on here. Once we unlock newspapers, our income potential skyrockets. Because that is, 2 printed paper, which is brutal. 25 days. So that's like 2 of these. That's 4 every 35 days. Which is almost enough for 2 of these. That is harsh. Why did you just dump in that much coal over here? That was not cool. Alright, our first paper has started. What are you storing? You're not storing anything. You're actually storing another set. And how about you? Not quite. Oh, I think our paper... No, these are deliveries. Never mind. I wanted to get... Oh, that's so slow. Oh, that's so slow. That's brutally slow. Come on, paper mill. Parchment's going strong here. Oh yeah, Parchment's doing great. Bad PR. Well, is my wheat out of water yet? Nope. Not even close. We only used 15 water. Most of the time, you know, I had was because I was paused, but okay. Our first paper. Yes, thank you. First paper heading to the bookstore. And we've already got enough for another round, which is good. There's no lost time there. Okay, printed paper on its way. Our first income from printed paper. It's 154,000. Come on, give me that first sale. There we go. And we even have 2 left for the next week, which is going to help us out. And this one should be getting done. I'm popping 2 more of those. There's another massive dump of income right there. Now, I don't think these are going to get done and delivered in the next week. These sure do take a while. Here's the 2 that we have. Now, these are going to fill up. So that's I'm not worried about that. We'll use it. Are we getting the paper delivered? Please, pretty please. I need the income. There we go. New month. 2 stored. Show me the money. Oh, please. There we go. That takes a bite out of it. And then we got 4 more coming in. So that's 2 for this week and then 2 for the next week. And then we got this one coming in. I might want to do another print paper. I just kind of want to see. I don't want to build anything at the moment. What are the... Okay. Yeah, 1.3 million in income last month. R&D, I'm still pumping out R&D. Total expenses. The fact that we don't have every single one of those factories actually producing anything, that kind of hurts a little bit. Oh, wow, that went way down in price. Oh, there we go. Now, of course, it's like, oh, I was going to pay you as much, but here's a little bit more. So we got lots of ink. This guy Oh no, he's producing. It's hard to tell which smokestacks go to which building, but yeah, these are not cheap. 11,000 in upkeep. Well, we still made 470,000 last month. Okay. Newspapers, it's taking its sweet time to finish. I'm going to need to beef up print paper, though. So that's, you know, ink and parchment, which is why I didn't want to use all of these for all of these, because we're going to want lots and lots of print paper. So we look at our recipe book, newspapers. 25 days uses 2 printed paper. Well, we're not producing 2 printed paper every 25 days. We're producing it every 35 days. So that just throws off the whole thing. But we don't need tons and tons of newspaper. I mean, 2 per week is only the amount that I want. So, I mean, 2 of these would be 2, obviously, every 25 days. 4 of these would be, you know, you double your output, you half the amount of time to produce, basically. That's kind of the math that I've been using. So half of 25, you're looking at about 12 and a half days. So it's still, you're still not at the 2 per week level. And that's with 4 of these producing. Now if you go 6, doing 6 every 25 days, that's a holy cow, that's a lot. 6 of these every 25 days. You know, you basically take 25 divided by 6, which you're looking at about 4 and change. So, you know, 4 and change, well, that's a little bit better than 1 per week. So you're looking at about 1.5 per week, which is fine, as long as you're making that money. Now, books, same deal. Exactly the same recipe. 2 printed paper and an ink. 2 printed paper and an ink. So the printed paper is really where we're having a bad time of it. How about last month? 675,000. Not too bad. Not too bad. We're starting to make a little bit of that money back. We've got a lot of ink ready to be used. Like, we're just using 2 of these right now to keep these going. And I'm pretty sure we probably have quite a lot in stock. I'm not sure yet what our surplus is, but we can add probably 2 more coal, and of course water is the biggest issue. It's going to be hard to find water because there's no water anywhere up here. And this is our border, so we're kind of tight spaced as well. So newspapers not quite yet done. And I think I'm only using 2 of the parchments as well. Print paper 1. Why am I only... It's 25 days. I mean, this ensures they're all captured. So I'd be able to support 2 more print papers with the parchment production that I have. Probably 3 or 4 more if you look at the surpluses. because there's a 10-day difference between the two productions. That's pretty significant. I mean, you're looking at 50% difference. 25 days, 35 days, 10 days. You know, you're looking at like a 40% difference between the two productions. And we got lots of parchment, lots of ink. A little bit of parchment, a little bit of ink. Why is my ink... I want dispatch level 3 here. I'm not sure if that's good or bad, or... I want to say it's okay. I'm glad I only need 1 ink, though. We got lots of parchment, though. I'm pretty sure these are gonna fill up pretty quickly. Production alert. Water for apples. Yeah, I knew. Oh, this city has grown a little bit. Oh, we've got a diner. Diner. Yeast. Wow. 32,000 for yeast. Ah, that's why. Berries and sugar. 2 berries and 1 sugar. That's actually pretty easy to do. But that is a hefty amount of money for yeast. I kind of like that. Berry pie requires dough, which requires flour, which is, wow, that's a chain and a half. Bag of chips, taters, and parchment. We just happen to have quite a bit of parchment. But still, 32,000 for yeast, which is just berries and sugar. That's not bad. Time to produce 30 days. Ouch. I need like 5 of these. Which, yeah, I think, yeah. One farm for berries. Sugarcane 2. 1. And like, yeah, minimum of 1 farm for sugar. Would be able to support 5 yeasts, which I could spit out pretty fast. But it only wants 1 per week, so it's like not even worth it. Like 1 per week, really? That's it? Like, come back when you want like 4 a week. Then I'll think about it. How about a diner over here? Do we have a diner? Is this still bad? Yeah, it's stagnating. I mean, it's growing. This little area over here I built, so it is growing. I'm just not seeing any more supply going on in here, which is unfortunate. The city is growing, so how are our demands? Still okay. Ironmongery. Ooh, we're up to 3 steel barrels per week now. That might be, let's see, time to reduce steel barrel is 20 days, uses 2 steel, 20 days. That's an exact 1-to-1 relationship right there. 3 iron, 2 coal though. Ouch. Oh, newspapers are almost done. And we are in demand of 2 per week. I'm thinking we're going to want to beef up some things here. So we made 685,000 last month. I might let it run and let my income build up a little bit, and we'll come back next episode and tackle newspapers while beefing up our print paper production, because that is a must at this point. We are going to need massive amounts of printed paper. I'd rather overbuild this because I can sell the excess to the bookstore. But I don't think I'm going to have very much excess because I want to do books and newspapers, which are huge, big ticket items. Okay, newspapers, finally done. But that's going to have to do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.